off, please. You come back. I can't wait to get to school each day and wait for you to pass my way, and bells start to ring, and angel starts to sing. Hey, that's the thank you so much for you. So what are you gonna do? Hey, little girl, I love you. So all I do is think of you. Day and night, that's all I do. I can't get you off my mind all the time. Hi. Good night. I begin to take the long way home, just so I can be alone, to think of how to say my heart is here to stay. What's up? We're back. I think the world of you. So won't you please, please be mine? Please be come on in here. Where blood type A at? Sorry, just kidding. Where's blood type O? Blood type O, where you at? That's another thing kids from the 90s, I mean, these kids today won't do. I had an after party and they actually showed up at my after party. I was playing darts with him. So when somebody calls you old, you remind them that you have forgotten half the shit they'll never experience. Okay? Don't let these young people make y'all think that you old. Yes, I am. Which means I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, which means we've experienced way more shit than you'll ever experience in your lifetime. Poor Tink Tink. Poor Tink Tink. Okay. Thank you. That's a compliment. It is a compliment to be old. What is the objective? Isn't the objective to be old? Like, why are we doing all this? Why are you working out? Why are you doing all the things that you're doing if you're not aspiring to be old? Why are you taking care of your body if you don't aspire to be old? What is the point? You see how dumb that sounds? That sounds crazy. So, O's, where you at, OGs? Where you at, OGs? Hi, Sylvia. Where you at? Okay. Oh, share the live. Let me share the live. Hold on, let me share the live. I can't invite y'all to share the live if I don't share the live. I'm myself taken over by the feeling. It's too late to say goodbye now. It belongs to you, baby. All right, so I have shared it. Where you pack? Oh,
Oh, you packing to go to Reno. When do you go to Reno? Tomorrow? You going to Reno tomorrow? Well, you have a good time. You have a good time. So we are talking about all 4 blood types. And, oh, Happiness sent me. We're talking about all 4 blood. Oh, tonight. We'll have a good time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're talking about all 4 blood types. What foods are triggering certain ailments in your body, and what foods can turn this around for you? A lot of times people do not understand what is happening in their body, and the culprit is generally the foods that we're eating. Hey, how you doing? Okay, so with blood type O's, you guys make up 44% of the US population. Okay, so nearly half of America is supposed to be eating red meat. And I know these people don't want y'all eating their good red meat. These rich folks don't want y'all poor people out here eating their red meat. They want you eating chicken that grows in 44 days. They want y'all out here eating plant-based. They want y'all eating lab chicken. They don't want y'all eating their good cows. The mosquitoes are eating you up, girl, because you're sweet. Okay? So, with blood type O, you guys, your genetic inheritance is for you to be a lean, mean fighting machine. The problem with that is, because of the foods that are created today and because of how we're eating today, it's messing y'all up, okay? Because when a type O's wiring gets crossed as a result of poor diet, lack of exercise, and unhealthy behaviors, as well as elevated stress levels. Hey, Lourdes, how you doing? As well as elevated stress levels, okay? Then it leads to weight gain, it leads to thyroid disorders, it leads to insulin resistance, okay? So here's what's happening. There are specific foods that are messing up your metabolism, okay, and triggering inflammation. Inflammation to the untrained eye is weight gain, okay? But here are the foods that are triggering weight gain in blood type O's. The number one thing is wheat. Okay? Wheat is in everything. Wheat is in everything. What did we just find out? Modified food corn, what is it? Modified food starches is wheat. Hey, how you doing? Okay? So when you see modified food starch in your foods, just know it's derived from wheat. Again. So the number one thing that is triggering inflammation in blood type O and weight gain and keeping you from losing weight is wheat. Okay? The number 2 thing is corn, and then dairy foods. So these 3 things alone, if you cut these things out of your diet right now, that can start your body to its path to healing and weight loss, because your body is going to start releasing that inflammation. What else is triggering inflammation in blood type O's? Kidney beans, lentils, bacon, navy beans, potatoes. And what do people eat next to their beef? The reason that most people think their body cannot digest beef is because most of the time when you eat beef, you're eating it next to potatoes. And potatoes are what's triggering inflammation in your body. Okay? Tomatoes, corn oil, food additives, guar gum, and carrageenan, as well as peanut oil. Okay? No one should ever eat proteins, animal proteins, and carbohydrates together. Just as a rule, do not ever eat meat and carbohydrates together. No potatoes, no rice, no none of that. Those things do not go together. Okay? So if you're going to eat meat as a blood type O, you should be eating red meat only, not white meat. That's not for you. But always accompany that with a dark leafy green. Okay? Bacon, oh my, never thought about bacon. Oh. Well, think about it, because bacon's bad for everyone. No one benefits from pork on any level. No pork whatsoever. Okay? So, what is it that is creating dysbiosis in your body? Dysbiosis is bad bacteria in your gut. Okay? Cow's milk and cow's milk products, all dairy products create bad bacteria in blood type O's. All dairy. From cheese to milk to all of these hidden ingredients. A lot of the restaurants that you eat at have whey protein in their foods. Okay? Corn, potatoes again, rhubarb, and oranges. Anything made from oranges, including orange juice. Orange juice creates bad bacteria in everyone's gut. Okay? You may not think that bad bacteria in your gut is a... Let's just look it up. Let's just look up. What does dysbiosis do in the body? Bloating, constipation, fatigue, bad breath, candida overgrowth, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, which is SIBO. That's very common with blood type ABs. Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis is caused by bad bacteria in your gut. Okay? Candida overgrowth. What else? Diarrhea, difficulty urinating, anxiety, cardiovascular problems. You can get cardiovascular problems from bad bacteria in your gut. Houseway. Inflammatory bowel disease, which is IBD, irritable bowel syndrome, which is IBS, diabetes, obesity, cancer, cardiovascular problems, central nervous system disorders. All of this comes from bad bacteria in your gut. I told you the body center is right here. It's not right here. Just about everything stems from your gut. Okay? So what is causing bad bacteria and dysbiosis, encourages dysbiosis, which is the growth of antagonistic bacteria in the gut? Dairy foods, corn, potatoes, rhubarb, and oranges in blood type O. Okay? What is causing leaky gut? What are the symptoms of leaky gut? Symptoms of leaky gut. A burning feeling of ulceration in the gut. Painful indigestion from the loss of intestinal mucosa. Diarrhea, gas and bloating from fermentation by overgrown bacteria in the gut. Low energy from the reduced ability to draw energy from your food. What else? Hold on. Let me tell you what else. So abdominal pain, food sensitivities, bloating and indigestion, peptic ulcer disease, SIBO. What is the main cause of leaky gut? Chronic inflammatory states such as IBD and celiac disease. The people that have the most celiac disease are O's. Okay? Food allergies that cause an immune response to certain foods. What are the foods that trigger leaky gut for O's? Tomatoes, corn, cow's milk, which is dairy foods, vinegar, coffee, aloe, and barley. O's cannot drink coffee. How many of you O's are still drinking coffee? How many of you O's are still drinking coffee? Mm. Okay. So, what is making your metabolism slow? What's making your metabolism slow? You used to have leaky gut before eating? Oh man. You're trying to give it up. All you gotta do is stop. I mean, the coffee doesn't buy itself. When y'all say y'all trying to give up something, the coffee doesn't buy itself. You literally go there. It only takes 3 days for you to let go of coffee. Don't drink coffee for 3 days and drink lots of water in those 3 days. And you'll get that out of your system. It only takes 3 days to cycle stuff out of your system. Okay? What is making your metabolism slow? Number one thing, wheat. Anything wheat. Anything. Okay? And wheat is in just about everything. Kidney beans and navy beans is making your metabolism slow. Okay? How many of y'all got thyroid issues? How many of you got thyroid issues? Blood type O suffers from thyroid issues more than any of the other blood types because blood type O has naturally lower levels of iodine. Mary, you haven't started eating for your blood type yet? This ain't your first time being here. You haven't started yet? Here are the foods that are triggering improper thyroid function. Cabbage, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and mustard greens. Okay? This is what's triggering improper thyroid function. Your thyroid's much better, Shivani? Good. So let's turn it around. What foods are going to turn this around? You had some cod for dinner? Fantastic. Now let go of that coffee. What's the point of having cod for dinner? You're still drinking coffee. Just cutting out one thing ain't going to change nothing. Hi. What kind of man would I be? So what is going to reduce inflammation? Cod. Okay? Now let go of that coffee. About a weekend. Let go of the coffee, Mary. What's the point of letting go of everything else? What's the point? It's like saying, I'm not going to do fentanyl anymore. I'm just going to do cocaine. I'll just let go of, I won't do crack. I'll just do cocaine. What's the point? It's better. Listen, it's way less painful for y'all to just go cold turkey. Am I wrong? I'm just looking for the shortest way to get to wherever I'm trying to go. The shortest way to get there is cold turkey. Because you'll be over that shit in like 3 days. But if you're trying to drag it out and try to drink less coffee, you're still putting yourself in harm's way because you're just trying to drink less and less. It doesn't say how many cups of coffee it takes to create bad bacteria in your gut. It said coffee. It didn't say, oh, if you drink 3 cups a day, then it's gonna, nah. It said coffee. It could be a tablespoon. So what's the point of weaning? Weaning is just gaslighting. They made y'all think about that shit because they wanted to sell y'all a product. Like that weaning off of smoking shit. What's that shit? The patch. That shit don't work. We all gave up many things. You're not the only one. But imagine if we had never been introduced to those things in the first place. Imagine that. I smoked. Anytime I quit something, it's cold turkey. Weaning don't work for me. Yes, if you got the list, you only eat the beneficial foods. Go get the list off my page. Okay? So, what is going to reduce your inflammation and help your body to start losing that weight? Omega-3 containing fish, cod, halibut, red snapper, and trout. Okay? Walnuts, hazelnuts, flaxseed oil, parsnips, peas, and pineapple juice. Okay? Pineapple juice for the O's. What is going to encourage good bacteria in your gut? Because you can never get rid of bacteria in your gut. We need bacteria in order for our body to break down foods. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, you're going to notice a difference in 3-4 days. Okay. What encourages good bacteria in your gut? Okay. Onions, string beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale. This is what you need to be eating next to your steak, next to your ribeye, next to your piece of roast beef, next to your prime rib. This. If I was an O, this is all I'd be doing. A piece of meat and some onions, a piece of meat and some string beans, a piece of meat and some broccoli, a piece of meat and some spinach. That's it. Everything in your life as an O will change if you just did that. If you just ate beef, lamb, veal, mutton, and buffalo with some onions, string beans, broccoli, escarole, chicory, Swiss chard, and kale, your entire life would change. Literally, it's that simple. Okay? You lost 10 pounds so far? Fantastic. Okay? Everything will change. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep better. Your skin's going to be better. Your disposition is going to be better. Everything is going to be better. Okay? Salmon is not on y'all's beneficial list. That's the first thing y'all think of. When y'all think fish, is salmon. That's not on y'all's beneficial list. Sorry. You don't have a list? Ladora, you don't have a list? Okay? These seafood boils and these TikTok chefs got y'all just salmoning it up like it's the only fish in the sea. Fantastic. They act like salmon is the only fish in the sea. It is not even the most beneficial fish. Cod is the healthiest fish, and cod is beneficial for everyone. Cod. Remember cod liver oil? Why y'all think cod liver oil is so healthy? Because the fish is healthy. Okay? And the thing about it is, most of these TikTok people that I see with these, I literally just asked myself this question today. Where are these people getting all this fat ass salmon from? Because I keep seeing these fat cubes of salmon. That's farm raised salmon. That's farm raised. If y'all are buying salmon from either Walmart or Sam's Club, just know all the salmon is farm raised. Because wild caught salmon is not going to be in them big ass chunks that y'all keep seeing in all these recipes. The last farm raised salmon that I got, because a person, I must have clicked on it, but they bought this salmon in here. It was ginormous. It was this thick. Ain't no real salmon wild caught this damn thick. Just know that. These recipes that y'all seeing, that ain't real salmon. Do not buy from Sam's or Walmart because all of their fish is farm raised. That's farm raised. That ain't wild caught. Because wild caught salmon is not that thick like that. And if it's at Walmart, trust and believe y'all do better getting that salmon from Restaurant Depot or the Asian market. It's gonna cost you a little bit more, but you're getting real salmon. The last one I got made me sick as a dog. It didn't even look real. When I cooked it, it didn't look real. I was like, this don't look like the salmon I've gotten. I got some terrible, let me tell you something. Also, pay attention to the salmon that you get from Restaurant Depot, because I got this pink salmon or something. It was not good. We fed it to the dogs. That's what Jordy made the dog treats out of this time instead of turkey. It cost $66. I should have known then. Because usually the salmon that I buy is $100, is about $105 or something like that. That's the right salmon. But that one that the person picked up because they didn't have the one I usually get was some chum or something. It was nasty. It was like they mixed it together to make the dogs love it. Nope, the dogs love it. Their treats are amazing. So, if you are blood type O, you should be eating beef, lamb, veal, mutton, and buffalo. You made the same mistake? We probably got the same, we probably got the same shit. Do not make the mistake of getting that chum. If they say that they don't have that wild caught pink salmon, do not tell them never mind. I still have not been able to find that coho salmon over here. I found it when I went to Dayton, but I still have never been able to find that again. And I freaking love it. So, what is going to encourage proper thyroid function if you are blood type O? Turmeric and sea vegetables. I know when you hear sea vegetables, you only think about sea moss, right? But if you get the foods list, you will see, yes, much better. If you get the foods list, you will see that there are so many other sea vegetables. Kombu, wakame. It's a whole list of them, okay? Get into it, because all sea vegetables are high in iodine, and blood type O needs that. So basically it's just seaweed. We're talking about blood type O right now. Sockeye salmon is what I have right now. And then to repair your leaky gut, it's chicory, onions, peas, prunes, maitake mushrooms, beet greens, collard greens, and fava beans. Okay? This is what's going to turn around all the issues that you have. And another issue that blood type O has is anemia. How many of you had anemia before you started eating this way? Onion seaweed? Ooh, that sounds good. How many of you had anemia before you started eating this way? Where blood type A at? I had it. I had really bad anemia. Whew, horrible. You stay hot? I had horrible what's that stuff? Menopause. I had nori. Yes, I had horrific menopause before I started eating for my blood type. And they out here selling y'all all of those different supplements for your menopause and all that. Listen, the reason that your menopause is as bad as it is because you're eating foods that are jacking up your hormones. It's just that simple. I don't take anything for menopause. Before I was eating for my blood type, I was using CBD for my menopause symptoms. I was anything on the market. I was taking it for menopause. My whole face was melting off. Okay? I was having hot flashes. I couldn't sleep at night. I was having night sweats. Just horrific. And all of that stuff went away. I guarantee you the main thing that was jacking me up was chicken. The main thing jacking me up was chicken. Okay? So, where the A's at? You had a hysterectomy at 31. You sound like my people in my family. All the aunties and all of them had really early hysterectomies. Hi, Wendy. Okay, so people going through menopause are on birth control? Wait, I don't understand. I have not had a period in months. Thank you. That's another great thing about being old. How about that? They tried to prescribe you birth control after your hysterectomy. What? Why? For your hormones that you can control by not eating the wrong shit? You haven't had a period since you changed your eating? I had a period that lasted 45 days. Not no little thing. A real one, a for real one. But I was eating chicken in here every day. Stopped eating chicken, went away. Go figure. So here is the problem with blood type A. Blood type A is the complete opposite of blood type O. Blood type O has all of the stomach acid. So blood type O's body is literally made to break down animal proteins and saturated fats. Blood type A has hardly any stomach acid. So you do not have the ability to break down animal protein or saturated fats. Okay? You realize you stopped eating chicken in no period. I want to know how many women were having any of these period issues before and now they don't. How many of you were having female issues before and now you don't?
If you only knew what you really do.
Your periods were bad and heavy. Mine was too. You've had to have a hysterectomy. Think about how many people would not have had to have a hysterectomy if we'd known about this chicken shit long ago. You had a procedure. Imagine how, you know what my sister told me today? I mean, I was sharing her business, but she'll be all right with that. She used to get these cysts and she would have to go and get them like lasered off or something. And she said, and she hasn't had one in like a year. And she said, guess what? I said, what? She said, I got a cyst. I was like, when did that start again? She said, guess what it's from? I said, what? She said, 5-hour energy. Because she used to drink 5-hour energy damn near every day. And I told her, I said, that's not good. You need to be taking something else or getting some rest. She drank a 5-hour energy, and here comes the cyst again. She had a hysterectomy too. Five-hour energy. So think about it, guys. All of these female issues that we're having, it's as simple as cutting out the wrong foods. You have fibroids and then a hysterectomy. And they love giving you a hysterectomy. They love, oh, you have fibroids, let me rip all your plumbing out. Think about how many black women can't have kids right now because of some fucking chicken. Think about it. Because of some chicken. Because they've overloaded today's chicken with estrogen and didn't tell nobody, oh, hey, you're getting extra estrogen. How is that not like hormone replacement therapy? How is the chicken not like hormone replacement therapy? Because hormone replacement therapy is giving your body estrogen during menopause because you're running out of estrogen. But here you are with your regular levels of estrogen, and now you're being overloaded with estrogen. Why wouldn't you have polyps and fibroids? Why wouldn't you? Why isn't there a class action suit against chicken producers? Why y'all not doing that? Why aren't you doing that? It literally says that chicken is responsible for PCOS and breast cancer later in life on the National Institutes of Health. So why y'all not getting together and doing a class action suit against Tyson and all these other chicken producers? You know why they have warning labels on cigarettes now? Because people were bringing class action suits when they had cancer. You've been eating chicken all these years, and you have all of these health problems from chicken. All it takes is one person to come out and say this, and then everyone else will jump on the bandwagon. There was a write-up about Purdue. What did it say? They blaming it on perms, exactly. And it's chicken. I relax my hair every day of my damn life, pretty much. So all this shit that they're blaming on relaxers, it's the chicken. Ain't no fibroids come from no damn relaxers, because if that was the case, all of us would have fibroids. I never had a fibroid in my life. What were you doing? Rubbing a perm on your stomach? So something that you done put in your hair, on your scalp, is creating fibroids in your gut? Were you relaxing your stomach hair? Like, which one seems more likely? Is there estrogen in the relaxers? Is there estrogen in the relaxer? So here's what is wrong with blood type A's. Ineffective animal protein breakdown, poor metabolism of saturated fats, adrenal hormone stress imbalance, tendencies towards higher blood and cell viscosity, and bacterial overgrowth. You ain't never had no chemicals and had fibroids at 25. But I bet you ate chicken, didn't you? The thing that's marketed toward, the thing that is marketed to us more than any other food. And y'all don't see the connection. Let's go find out. Let me go ask Google and see if there are any statistics. Hold on a second. How many women have this? Black women are also at least twice as likely as white women to remove their uterus through a hysterectomy. A third of hysterectomies are done during peak childbearing years between ages 18 and 44. Understanding racial disparities for women with uterine fibroids. Why are they more apt to take your uterus as a black woman versus a white woman? Black women demonstrated greater odds of hysterectomy compared with white women. So, the National Institutes of Health. Black women having hysterectomy were found to have an increased risk of one or more complications of cervical or medical care. What race has the most hysterectomies? Black women. Exactly. To stop reproduction in our community. Rather than cutting out the chicken. Why do black women get more hysterectomies in the South? Some studies show that black women receive hysterectomies at 3 times the rates of whites. The consequences of the procedure can be huge. As the South struggles with high hysterectomy rates, black women lead. Black patients remain overrepresented in hysterectomy spending, receiving about 34% in 2019, even though they represent about 27% of the population. Population control. Not only are they taking your parts out, but if you do get pregnant, they're letting you die during childbirth. Y'all ain't paying attention to this? Y'all don't see the plot? Black women are more likely to get the non-cancerous growths at a younger age and have higher rates of hysterectomy. Hysterectomy are not the only option for black women with fibroids. You could just stop eating chicken. Why black women are more likely to have uterine fibroids? Because they eat more chicken. You're eating an estrogen sandwich. You're eating an estrogen sandwich on a wheat bun. You're eating an animal that used to take 112 days to grow, that now grows in 44 days. You were 32. I feel like I need to go on a crusade at this point. I feel like I need to go on a crusade. I just feel like I need to go on a hysterectomy crusade. Because just about every woman in my family had a hysterectomy. This is why menopause was so foreign to me, because I didn't have anybody to ask about it. Because all of them had hysterectomies. So y'all got all of these young ladies in y'all's lives, nieces, daughters, granddaughters. Y'all need to be on a crusade. The minute they come to you and say, I have fibroids, or I have a heavy period, or I have PCOS, and I have all this other shit, y'all need to be on a crusade. No shit. This really pisses me off. This really pisses me off. So you got a bunch of women walking around today, highly educated, making their own money, unmarried, and can't have kids. So what do you think that's doing to our community? Half the men are in prison, and the other half, the women, can't have kids. Y'all can't see that everything that they put in place is working. Everything that every trap that they have set for us is working. Everyone. And a partial hysterectomy, what a jip. Why? If you're gonna get a hysterectomy, get the whole damn thing so you don't have to go through the damn menopause. What's the point? What is the point? Fuck that. Yeah. This is black population control. It's not population control. It's black population control. When more black women are dying during childbirth, that's if they're lucky to even get to childbirth. It's not population control. It's black and brown population control. I got all my parts, every last one of them. If y'all, listen, take it upon yourselves to interject yourselves in y'all's people's lives. Because really, a lot of the times, information is just you planting a seed. Okay? You really can't come at people like, you better stop eating chicken because of the. But if somebody says to you, my period is super heavy, or I have these horrible cramps, or I have fibroids, or I have PCS, studies have shown that the reason you have PCS and you have all of these heavy periods is because of the estrogen in chicken. And leave it alone. So a man can fill your walls. Do they take your walls out? I mean, can somebody like, hello, 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 hello. A man will be lucky enough to get in a woman, so he should be satisfied. I wish somebody would. You lucky enough to even get close enough to feel warmth. Relax. You lucky somebody even wants to deal with you. I wish him up. Y'all dealing with some nonsense. You know how it is. dealing with some nonsense. I have no tolerance for nonsense. So you A's, here's the problem. Okay? Here's what y'all dealing with as an A. Okay? Red meat, beef, lamb, veal, pork, organ meats, crustaceans, lobster and crab, shellfish, tropical and industrial oils, and high-fat cheeses. Balls. Blood type A, your body, your stomach cannot break down saturated fats and animal protein. The nerve. The nerve. Someone has volunteered to be a dumpster for you, and you complain about the quality of the dumpster, because that's all it is, really. You're just trying to find someone to dump your stuff into, and you got the nerve to complain about the receptacle. It's That's what I call it, cum dumpster. You're a cum dumpster. You out here, that's what it is. And you got the nerve to complain. That's how I view it. Because a lot of these people don't even like y'all at all. So in most cases, you're just a receptacle. They tell you, they show you they don't like you. They show you they don't respect you. Remember reading about the percentage of O in the society, the men are, yes, they are. They don't like you. They don't want to be around you before or after. So what else could you be for them? And then you wonder why it's been 7 years for me. And even then, you weren't using me as a receptacle. Because you're going to have to cover that thing up. No, sir. You got no time to show me that you don't like me. We don't never have to see each other again, my friend. I don't believe anybody likes me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what people say. I go by what people show me. You can feel it. Exactly. That's why they got two hands. Two. They got two. So, what is causing blood type A to have thicker blood? Y'all got a lot of blood clots going on these days. Okay? Y'all got a lot of blood clots going on these days. I don't know what's going on. But there are things that make you have thicker blood, which also, not only do you have thicker blood, but you have swollen blood vessels. So you got thick blood going through swollen blood vessels, okay? What is making your blood thick, as well as making your red blood cells bigger? Vinegar. Vinegar, oranges, dairy products. Y'all can't have dairy as a blood type A. Distilled liquor, and guar gum. Not the Four Sisters on Thumb Avenue. I know that's right. I just don't. What is the purpose? How many times they gotta show us that they don't like us? Okay? So listen, what is causing bacterial overgrowth? Because, ew. What's causing bacterial overgrowth in your body? Okay? Remember, bacterial overgrowth and bad bacteria is the root of a lot of these ailments. Just about every bad bitch walking around has IBS and IBD. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. I was with TLC. Every bad bitch over there had IBS. IBS comes from bad bacteria in your guts. And the thing about it is, I be watching all the bad bitches still drinking mimosas and shit. You can't have orange juice, but you still steady drinking mimosas at the brunch. Because you a bad bitch. Because the bad bitches drink mimosas. You just can't understand why you got IBS and IBD. Because you a bad bitch. You doing bad bitch things. So, white and sweet potatoes give you bacterial overgrowth. Black pepper, navy beans, oranges, kidney beans, lima beans, and whey protein. Now, what can you do to turn this around as a blood type A? Soy. Do y'all know that soy helps with PCOS and fibroids? The thing that they tell us not to eat, the thing that they've used nefariously in all the fast foods and things, the thing that they have genetically modified in America, is actually the thing that is the most nutritious thing if you got it from the right place. If you got tofu and edamame and tempeh and bean curds, that would, soy helps all, no, not all blood types, blood type A. Okay? But the isoflavones, soy has the highest level of isoflavones. Okay? Which is what does help with fibroids and endometriosis. So if you're a blood type A and blood type AB and you have fibroids and PCOS, tofu it up, baby. Okay? Sardines, snappers, snails, acceptable legumes, beans, and nuts. This is the protein that blood type A should be eating. Because you cannot eat meats at all. Does not mean you should be plant-based. Because this person, when I asked about plant-based, never answered. They never answered. Should A be plant-based? What does that mean to you, plant-based? Soy is a plant. That does not mean you should be going out and buying plant-based foods made in America. Okay? Do not eat plant-based processed foods. You be tearing up some sardines? I got sardines in my cabinet. I never open them. So what is going to thin out your blood and shrink your red blood cells down to the size they're supposed to be? Lemons, water. These are two things you should be getting into your body every day. Some fresh lemon and some water. Okay? Pineapple, blueberries, blackberries, green tea, acceptable oils, olive oil, flaxseed oil, and walnut. I drink green tea every day. This is what I'm drinking. Everybody, what you drinking? What's in your cup? Green tea. Green tea, licorice root, wild berry. What else is in here? Probably dandelion. Is what for O's? O's can have green tea. Ethereal, I know you got your list. Why are you not looking at your list? That's why I said y'all can have caffeine, you just can't have coffee. Okay? What is going to control and balance your gut? Okay? Green tea every day. escarole, dandelion, chard, rapini, which is broccoli rabe, fava beans, prunes, and silver dollar mushrooms. This is for the A's. If you do not know what you should be eating as a blood type A, click on my link in my bio and get your list. That's why I tell y'all need to have that list on your phone. Jordan and I don't go a day without pulling that list up on that phone. And I've been doing this both of us have been doing this for over a year. If we haven't committed all of this to memory, I know y'all haven't. Thank you. Come on, Abe. Come on, bees. Let's talk about this damn chicken. Shit, we already talked about the chicken, didn't we? Yeah, mine is in my notes too. Okay? Listen. What is jacking up blood type B's? Chicken. Okay? Chicken is nothing but walking extra. Do you know that they said the chickens are so fat right now they can't even walk? The chickens can't even walk because they're so breast heavy and thigh heavy. They can't even walk. Y'all eating animals that can't even walk. Because chickens are not supposed to, first of all, they're not supposed to be that big. And secondly, they're not supposed to grow that fast. They're not pregnant. Could you imagine? The broiler chickens that we eat don't get pregnant. That's number one. You don't eat pregnant chickens. You don't eat chickens that lay eggs. We eat broiler chickens. That's what they feed us. The genetically modified chicken that grows from birth to full shelf in the grocery is 44 days. It used to take 112 days for a chicken to go from birth to being ready to eat. Now it's 44 days. Okay, so bees experience lectin sensitivity, liver detox dysfunction, hyperassimilator tendencies, and imbalanced microbiome. What is causing these problems? Number one thing that causes lectin sensitivity is chicken. Lectin sensitivity is bloating and gas, swollen and painful joints, skin rashes, hormonal fluctuations. That's what the chicken is doing, is causing your hormones to fluctuate. Why? Because you're flooding your body with estrogen. So what is going to happen to your hormone levels? Remember, everything in your body is about the levels of your hormones. So if you are consistently eating something that is flooding your body with estrogen, what you think is going to happen? Why doesn't it make sense that it is going to manifest in some type of way? Something is going to manifest from that. And that's where fibroids pop up. That's where PCOS pops up. That's why you got all this extra hair growing out of different parts of your body. And bumps and hairs on your chin and losing hair. How you gonna have hair all over your chin but you thin it at the top? You got all this hair on your legs, all this hair on your arms, on your belly, hair. Your emotions are all over the place. You got fibroids. They're telling you they're gonna rip your uterus and stuff out. Is chicken worth that? Is chicken worth you not being able to have kids? Because that's what's happening. Y'all walking around in pain, on prescription drugs, on periods longer than a week, over some chicken. And as we just saw, black women have 3 times as many hysterectomies as white women. Why is that? 2 things. Because we're probably eating more chicken than they are. But secondly, we have doctors that push us to get hysterectomies. Doctors are going to do everything in their power to make sure they save those uteruses. They're not going to do shit to save yours. Chicken is bad for every person walking the planet. Everybody. It's even bad for your dogs. Hi. The number 2 thing that's causing lectin sensitivity, corn. What do chickens eat? What do chickens eat? Why is it so easy for y'all to accept that corn is bad, but you're not making the correlation between what do they feed chicken? How is chicken going from birth to shelf in 44 days? Because he's eating the same corn that y'all are eating. Because you're not supposed to be eating on a neutral list, Miss Janice. That's why. That neutral list ain't none of y'all's business. Why are you concerned about something you ain't supposed to be eating? Everybody ain't sick. Everybody ain't walking around inflamed. Everybody ain't walking around on prescription drugs. What you need to be worried about, everybody listening to me, is your body's condition. If you are on prescription drugs, if you are dealing with an illness, if you are not tip-top shape, you don't need to be worried about what everybody else can eat. You need to only eat what benefits your particular body. Period. Benefits. Y'all be so worried about, you know why it's on the neutral list? Because every whole food is on one of these sections of the list. So if it doesn't benefit you, where is it going to go? Neutral. And if it's harming you, it's in the avoid. It's got to be in one of these 3 sections. If it is a whole food, it is listed. Where is it listed? It's going to, every whole food is going to be listed on the list. So it has to go in one of 3 places. Okay? If you're trying to eat the neutral foods, don't look for no improvement in your health because you're not going to get any. The neutral section means just that, neutral. Would you date somebody that felt neutral about you? Hey, how do you feel about Shirley? I'm neutral. Would you date somebody that thought of you as neutral? Then why would you eat something that's neutral? You're having trouble. What's the trouble? What's the trouble you're having? To do anything that's meh. I don't understand. What do you mean you can't get access? I don't understand. What do you mean? Are you clicking the link on my bio? What is happening when you click the link on the bio? Hi, love. What are you doing? Hey, wiggle worm. Nothing. Okay. Then go to ceorganics.com. Because I don't believe that nothing's happening. Something has to happen. What's up? What you doing? You want to do the list? What you been up to? Did you have a good walk? Did you have fun? Well, bye. I don't understand. Just don't get corn in avoid, but pickles in neutral. Both should say avoid. Then just avoid them. Nobody knew that vinegar was corn until last week. Were you asking these questions before last week? You didn't even know that vinegar was corn. So now all of a sudden everything with vinegar needs to go from the neutral to the avoid list because now you know that vinegar is made from corn? You should probably take that up with Dr. Diadamo because that's where it comes from. So do you have a problem with him? You should probably email him and tell him to change his whole book. Just tell him to change it. First of all, no one should be eating on the neutral list, so why is it an issue? If you're not going to be eating it, why does it matter? We are lying. Okay, so what's messing up your liver detox dysfunction? Oh, wait, I didn't finish your lectin sensitivity. Chicken, corn, buckwheat, wheat, sesame, amaranth, soy, and rye. Okay? Don't let certain things upset you that you have no control over. At least you know not to eat pickles. Y'all just trying to find holes in the concept. If you want to eat the pickles, eat the pickles. If you don't, don't. You're making a capital case out of nothing. Because you ain't supposed to be eating it anyway. Exactly, Milson. Well, it just shouldn't be there. It's there. Now what? What do you want to do about it? What you want to do? You want to fight about it? Key Troy, you should probably just go get the list. Because it's all bad. Anything with wheat. It doesn't matter if it's whole grain, half grain, split grain, in grain. It doesn't matter. It's grain. It's wheat. The list again. What's giving you lectin sensitivity? Okay. Chicken, corn, buckwheat, wheat, sesame, amaranth, soy, and rye. Don't worry about it, Miss Rose. It didn't even matter. It didn't even matter. It ain't worth going over. Because you ain't supposed to be eating no pickles anyway. You're welcome. Keep that same energy for your beneficial list. Y'all want to debate over the neutral list. Why are we wasting time on some shit we ain't supposed to be eating anyway? Please come over here and let me whisper something in your ear. Stop it. I'll say something good to you. So, what is giving you liver detox dysfunction? Lentils, black beans, black-eyed peas, mung beans, artichokes, and aloe. Regret it. What is giving you hyperassimilator tendencies? Let me tell y'all what that means. Blood type B has an enzyme. Everybody has this enzyme though, okay? But there seems to be more of this activity in blood type B. Okay? All of us have alpha glucosidase activity, but blood type B has more alpha glucosidase activity than the other blood types. What that means is your gut is breaking down carbohydrates and turning them into sugars and calories. So, whereas one person can eat, let's say, corn or any other digestive resistant carbohydrate, and it'll pass through our body and we'll poop it out and we'll see whole kernels of corn in the toilet. Blood type B's, your body will actually digest that and turn it into sugar. Okay? What foods are making this happen? Peanuts, tomatoes, soy, cashews, cornstarch, black pepper, poppy seeds, pinto beans, maltodextrin, and rhubarb. Okay? Also, what is unbalancing your gut? Because remember, everything in our body is about balance. Everything is about levels. Okay? So if one thing is high, the equal or opposite thing is low. So all day, your body is literally trying to achieve equilibrium. But there's always something that's throwing your body off. Okay? So what is unbalancing your gut? Sorghum, peanuts, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, and acacia. Okay? So what will turn all of this around? To block lectin sensitivity, cultured dairy products. Blood type B benefits from certain dairy products. Okay? Sour cream and Greek yogurt will help you. Ricotta cheese, kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella cheese, farmer's cheese, feta cheese, and paneer. If you're B, I know sometimes you'll think, oh, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't eat ice cream. I can't drink milk. That's not what I said. I said sour cream, Greek yogurt, ricotta, kefir, cottage cheese, mozzarella, farmer's, feta, and paneer. Okay? What's going to build muscle in blood type B? Halibut, cod, mackerel, sardines, lamb, and rabbit. What about kimchi? We haven't gotten there yet. It helps with your gut. Okay? That is not in the lectin sensitivity section. Okay? Also, with blood type B, you can have red meat, but you do not benefit from beef. You can have goat, you can have lamb, you can have mutton, you can have rabbit, you can have venison. Okay? Blood type O and blood type B benefit from animal protein. Red meat. But B does not benefit from beef, where O benefits from beef. O benefits from beef and all those other red meats except goat. B can have goat but not beef. And goat is not oxtails. Every time I say goat, people be like, oxtails? Goat is goat. Help liver function. Mustard greens, beet greens, green tea, licorice root, parsnips, curry powder, and ginger root. Oxtails? What is going to blunt your hyper-assimilator tendencies? Silver dollar, enoki, and maitake mushrooms. Okay? Whey protein shakes. Blueberries, Brussels sprouts, blackberries, and grapes. Remember that thing that was causing your body to break down starches? This is what will help with that. Okay? What is going to balance your gut? Brewer's yeast, molasses, and cabbage. Haven't been able to find veal oxtails When did you ever find veal oxtails? Now, how can an ox be a lamb? It don't. It's not. An ox is a cow, is a bull. It's an ox. It's not a goat. When have you found veal oxtails? That, how is that a thing? Not the veal oxtails. Let me go. I gotta Google it. I got to, because if maybe I don't know what it is. Veal oxtails. There is a veal oxtail recipe. It says beef oxtails. Veal osso buco. It's $239. Were you buying some veal osso buco? D'Artagnan. You get 20% off if you shop now. Veal oxtail. It's a thing. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Veal oxtail is the tenderer. It says tenderer. Why didn't they just say more tender? Veal oxtail is the tenderer, more delicately flavored counterpart to mature oxtail. So veal is the baby, and the ox is the grown-up, like lamb and mutton. With just a hint of beefiness, the tails of veal are subtler. They just won't use more, will they? They just won't use more. They just won't use more. They wouldn't just use more subtle. They can't. They have a real aversion to more. Who wrote this? Let's look it up. It's still ox. Hold on. Let me correct myself, because I need to learn too. Hold on. What is veal? Let's start there. Veal is the meat of calves. So veal is the baby cow. I owe you a serious apology, Shivani. I take all of my laughter back. Because apparently it's the subtler, tenderer version of an ox. I'm woman enough to apologize. I was wrong. I've been wrong many times in my life. And today is one of those days. They said you can get it on D'Artagnan for $229. Are you willing to pay for that? Is veal baby cow or lamb? It's baby cow, apparently. Veal is the meat from the calf or young beef animal. So you want the small tail. The oxtail got to be like this big, right? I need to see this. I need to see somebody make it. It says the dark truth behind the controversial meat. I'm not even going to read that because then it's going to stop y'all from eating it. It says a veal calf is raised until about 16 to 18 weeks of age, weighing up to 450 pounds. What? Male dairy calves are used in the veal industry. It ain't no bone only. Apparently the damn calf, the calf is 450 pounds. That's the calf. At 18 weeks. Can you imagine? 18 weeks, you 450 pounds. I'm gonna need you to tag me when you find those veal oxtails. I need you to tag me so I can see what it look like when it's done. It says, is veal illegal in the United States? Yes, veal is sold legally. It says illegal. It says, is veal illegal in the United States? And it says, yes. Veal is sold legally in the United States. So no, it's not illegal. There are restrictions in some states regarding animal confinement prior to slaughter. Why is eating veal controversial? Veal production is synonymous with the abuse of baby cattle. Newborn calves endure separation from their mothers and their natural source of food and live for just a brief portion of their typical lifespans. To create tender meat for veal, these calves also suffer in a severely restricted environment. Y'all don't give a shit about them lambs, though. Y'all don't care about taking those lamb from their mutton mothers. Ain't that a be? Y'all lambing it up out here with the lamb chops and shit, but y'all got a problem with... When has anybody been up in arms about these lamb? Because lamb are baby sheep. It's a hypocrisy for me. Where the type AB's at so I can finish up? I bet veal is delicious. I would love to be able to eat it. I would eat it and now have no qualms about it. That's why I would make a super duper blood type O. I would not have no guilty conscience about it in the least. It's an animal. It's put here for my nourishment. Where the blood type AB's at? What we deal with is bacterial overgrowth and dysbiosis, that bad bacteria in the gut again. Cell signaling issues. I wouldn't have no qualms about it. Stress and lectin sensitivities. Good night. See you tomorrow. Okay, so here is what we deal with. Wild Fork has veal tails. That Wild Fork be doing it. That Wild Fork be on it, boy. Y'all better go check out that Wild Fork. If I was an O, if I was an O, it'd be steak for me. If I was an O, I'd be eating veal and beef every day. Think it would. So here are the lectin sensitivities that we deal with. Blood type AB is a combination of two different blood types. Sierra would be singing that for me. If I were an O. That's why I said y'all don't be living up to y'all Odom. Y'all do not be living up. Good night. Y'all do not be living up to y'all Odom. Some of y'all just need to go ahead and be an A. Y'all giving A when you should be giving O. It's giving A. So we have the same. You had steak 3 days in a row. I'm jealous. You will always have a steak for me. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna listen. One of these days, boy. You having lamb chops for the first time? Lamb chops are not my favorite. Unless I get the whole rack and I cut it myself. I just feel like it's overrated. What is this hair doing? I feel like it's overrated. Like you could just get so much more value out of a roast or the rack. It does taste wild. It tastes gamey, but I like it. I don't necessarily like that. What does Jordan have the other day? Elk. That is beyond game for me. It was $23. You could have got a whole roast for that. As you stopped eating chicken, you were able to walk in the grocery store without a problem. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, he puts elk in his new thing now is dirty rice. So now he take from his chili recipe. Remember he was making that chili. Now he makes dirty rice. So he makes pretty much the chili with lamb and elk. Elk actually has more protein than venison. So because you know how super thin he got, so he eats rice. He's a blood type B. B is on the neutral list. Okay? So he made a big old pot of that chili. So the same things that goes in his tomato-less chili, and then he just puts rice in it. So it just pretty much turns into dirty rice. Elk is deer. Well, elk is elk. Let me go look it up. Because I think that elk is a grown deer, or maybe the male deer. Let's just go find out. What is elk? I know that he went and Googled all the nutritional value. Elk is it's in the deer family. It's one of the largest species within the deer family. That's what it looks like. So I would say that's like the male. Would that be the male deer? Is deer female? Let me just put an elk. What is an elk? Elk is also called wapiti, a Native American word that means light-colored deer. Elk are related to deer, but are much larger than most of their relatives. A bull male elk's antlers may reach 4 feet above its head, so that the animal towers 9 feet tall. It says male. Well, no, there are female elks too. It says the male at the shoulders is 4'9", and the female is 4'3" at the shoulder. So they're just cousins of the deer, apparently. Doe is a female deer. I remember that song. But elk is elk, and deer is deer, apparently. A stag is a male deer, and a doe is a female deer. Okay, so elk is different, but they're in the same family. Are elks a type of deer? Deer and elk are closely related species in the deer family. They often inhabit similar habitat types in locations where they can co-occur. They are also active during the same parts of the day, mainly in the early morning and in the evening. Is a moose an elk? Yes, both moose and elk are in the same family group. That's why everybody always laughs when they say you can have moose, because moose is on the beneficial list. But moose will probably be in Canada or northern America more than any other part of America. However, the difference comes from their subfamilies. Moose, Alces are in a subfamily, Capreolani, which are known as New World deer. Elk, Cervus canadensis, are in the subfamily Carvinae, which are known as Old World deer. Interesting. Elk are light brown. A bull elk can be almost golden with a pale yellow rump. A moose has a very large, long, bulbous nose and fur under the throat. An elk snout is much narrower and it has no bell. A mature bull moose has broad, flat antlers, unlike the pointed antlers of an elk. I can see that. Yeah. This is a moose. See how he has those flat antlers? But moose is beneficial. I think it's on the O list, right? It might be on the B list. I think it's on the B. Because we were chuckling about it one day. Okay? So, as an AB, we have the same lectin sensitivities that bees have. Okay? So we have, I don't know, look it up. Tell us what a reindeer is. It's on the B list. Because Jordy laughed about it one day. And I was like, you had to be in Canada for that, I guess. So, we have double the things that we have as lectin sensitivities. Chicken, corn, haddock, flounder, kidney beans, mung beans, garbanzo beans, which are chickpeas, sesame, sunflower seeds, lima beans, black beans, fava beans, black-eyed peas, and buckwheat. Okay, hi, how you doing? Okay, what is giving us bacterial overgrowth? Oranges, camembert cheese, bananas, distilled liquor, dextrose, sucrose, fructose, guar gum, guava, mangoes, carrageenan, cornstarch, sago, adzuki beans, radishes, rhubarb, sorghum, and Jerusalem artichokes. Blood type AB, we should never be eating any processed foods. It's on the O list too. We should never be eating any processed foods because all of this stuff is in processed foods. Okay? Stress and immune imbalance. Sorghum, sucrose, dextrose, carrageenan, distilled liquor, coffee, aspartame, and pork. Okay? So, what is going to turn that around as an AB? To block lectin sensitivity, yogurt, Greek yogurt. Not no bullshit yogurt, okay? Feta cheese, farmer's cheese, and mozzarella cheese. What is going to build muscle in our body? Turkey, cod, eggs, tuna, salmon, sardines, grouper, tofu, and tempeh. We're the only blood type that benefits from turkey, and we're the only blood type that benefits from eggs. Okay? Thank you, keto lady. And what is going to improve cell signaling in our body? Watermelon. I'm shy off the watermelon now because of that whole bacterial thing that I went through last week. I'm cool off that. No, thank you. Watermelon, curry powder, figs, garlic, onions, cranberries, green tea, eggplant, cherries, plums, olive oil, peanuts, walnuts, walnut oil, and blackberries. And what is going to balance our microbiome? Mushrooms, silver dollar, portobello, enoki, and maitake, miso, cabbage, kefir, amaranth, dandelion greens, watercress, and brewer's yeast. I need to check into this brewer's yeast stuff. I don't know nothing about it. Who has tried the brewer's yeast yet? I don't like the sound of it. I don't like the sound of it. What's a good substitute for A's as an A to make, I gotta wait for it to come up, to make something stick when you bake? Psyllium husks.
Hello, what is it, Juju? Come here, Juju. Come on. What's up? What's up, Juju? What's up?
Psyllium husks. You can always use egg whites also. Remember, the nutrition in an egg is in the yolk. Hi, pretty boy.
Oh, you want to go on the porch?
I'm gonna let you out. Come on, you wanna go on the porch? Okay, I'm gonna let you go on the porch in a second. So, egg whites. Okay. I used to have very concerning layer of mucus over my throat every morning. It's completely gone. Well, what's your blood type? Remember, your body produces mucus while you sleep. Okay? But blood type A, B, and A deal with more mucus than all the other blood types. Plus, mucus protects the immune system. So if you're sick, and Shivani, you were pretty unhealthy when you started on your journey, that it makes sense that you don't have as much mucus as you used to, because you're getting better. Okay? So we will be back tomorrow. Are we going to talk about blood type personality tomorrow? Or are we going to talk about food? I think we should do blood type personality since it's the 4th of July and everybody's home from work. And y'all can't find this book. We'll talk about personality again tomorrow, okay? A little of both. Well, let's tie them both in tomorrow. Okay? You're going to miss it again. You need to stay your butt home. Go have a good time. We're going to talk about it again. Did I drink alcohol? When? When did I drink alcohol? I'm coming, Fat Daddy Cakes. I'm going to take you outside on the porch and let you go run around. What's the temperature? It's 79. Okay, we can open up for a while. All right, have a great night, everybody. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. We're going to do a little blood type personality, and then we'll also do the foods too, okay? Love you guys, and until we see each other again, eat well. I'll be on about 5 o'clock tomorrow. They're medium-sized deer in North Europe, Siberia. Okay. Fat, stop crying. You have nothing to cry about. I'll give you something to cry about. I'll be on at 5 tomorrow. Bye.